Upper Hutt Posse. They've been loud and proud since the 90s. Some of us were there. Their song Air 2 remains a seminal moment in New Zealand music history. Te Tiriti, tino rangatiratanga, racism. The themes are as relevant today as they ever were. Reporter Jess Tyson catches up with the band and frontman, Dean Hapeteā A.K.A Te Kupu.
Man, we're just about to get on stage for the new UHP album, Ho, right in there at the wine cellar. I'm just tuning up. We were about to get on stage, but the sister here has come and asked to do a quick interview, and I'm like, yeah, right, let's do this, man.
Dean Hapeteā A.K.A Te Kupu, still fighting the fight with Upper Hutt Posse 37 years on.
My brother's here, MC Wire, he's on bass, I'm on guitar. My daughter is here, Ahude, she's on the keys. I've got Jeff Henderson on the saxophone and Earl Robertson on the drums.
It all started with Air 2 in 1988. Homemade hip-hop had never made the charts before.
Racism is a problem on this planet. It's my favourite topic to talk about. I've been talking about it forever. Since I was called a when I was around 8 years old, crossing the road. I was called a I don't know. What the hell's a I don't know, but it was, yeah, a bit of a worry because that bikie that almost ran me over and called me that looked like he wanted to kill me. I was on my way to the river, got home, asked my mother, Pākehā European, and my father, Māori, what's a Neither of them actually answered that, just said it's a bad word. But, you know, I had my dictionary. All right. Resistance! The thing about rap is in your face. Rap is straight from the heart, bang. And I was like, man, so is reggae music, all music, but I wanted that directness. Man, I was like, this racist world has to be confronted.
That's what Air 2 was all about. Dean, his brother Matthew, Daryl Thompson and Aaron Thompson.
We needed a song that was saying to Māori people, be proud of your ancestors who fought against colonialism. It blew people away. People loved it, but then people hated it, and there's people that scoffed at it. It got a whole range of emotions.
The politics, colonialism, the fight for justice. Dean has drawn on some big names for inspiration.
Sid Jackson was my hero at that point, you know, it still is. Heard of Sid's activism, radicalism, and I was like, yeah, man, he is just the role model for me.
And his brother, Moana Jackson, the visionary and justice advocate. In the 80s, they worked together investigating why Māori were so overrepresented in prisons.
The greatest lesson I learned from working with Moana Jackson is to be able to listen. Man, and we had to listen to a lot of pain, people speaking about the criminal justice system, and then at times people saying things such as, well, it's Māori, it's our fault. That's why we're all in jail. It's our fault. You know, we did this, we didn't have to do that. And listening to that, things you don't agree with.
Dean spoke at Moana Jackson's tangihanga earlier this year.
The first song on our new album started with that verse. I got the stone thrower mentality, the death to the beast methodology. I got the don't join them, smash them ideology, straight up love functionality. I got your marching orders, death to the oppressor, the system. Hell yeah, hear me now. And where I bleeped myself just then, there was a F-U-C-K in there, and I put that in because I had to think, am I gonna censor myself at this tangi? You know, am I gonna censor myself when Moana's asked me to speak? He well knows my lyrics.
Moana was and continues to be a huge influence on Dean's music and lyrics.
Kia kaha was a phrase that I heard used a lot when I was working with Moana around the country, and e tū. And when I started writing the lyrics for it, I showed some of the lyrics to Moana, and I said, hey, I'm doing this. And he went, oh yeah, you know what, there's some people, you should put in something about Te Tiriti in there. Moana Ngarimu, Victoria Cross, Hill 209, World War II. Because of these ancestors in particular. And at that time I decided these ancestors who fought violently against Euro settler colonialism.
Kia ora koutou katoa. If you didn't know, we go by the name of Upper Hutt Posse.
Dean was 19 when he started UHP. It was a reggae outfit back then. He's now 56 and still draws on a burning sense of injustice from his teenage years scrapping in Upper Hutt.
The cops would arrive, arrest us, and maybe grab one or two of the white guys. But at court on Monday or Tuesday, there was none of them there. It was just us who were arrested for disorderly behaviour, fighting in public.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair?
One of his heroes is African American leader Malcolm X, who spoke about the need for black empowerment.
Malcolm X is really, he gave me so much strength listening to his words spoken in Harlem in 1963, 65, when I'm dealing with white rednecks in Upper Hutt.
I will strive to love my brother.
And Louis Farrakhan, the leader of the Nation of Islam. In 1990, UHP was invited to play for them in Detroit.
It was just wonderful to actually meet the person that I'd figured this is the most important person for me to meet on the planet, because I'd already met Sid Jackson by that time.
And it's my honour to present the Legacy Award.
30 years on, it was Dean's turn at the podium when UHP won the Vodafone New Zealand Music Awards Legacy Award.
The main thing about it that shot straight in my mind was a speech. Oh man, this is going to be a killer time for a speech, because these awards are televised now, live, pretty much seems. So, yeah, I got a speech for this.
Ka whawhai tonu mātou. Ake, ake, ake. Ka whawhai tonu mātou. Ake, ake, ake. Death to all oppressors.
There was some fallout afterwards with the media saying I did a fiery speech or whatever. Yeah, of course it was fiery. Why not?
Indigenous people, we are, as you can see, to come together, let's raise humanity.
UHP's latest album is in stores now. It's their 8th, and no talk of retirement.
I continue doing what I'm doing because as long as I'm functional, I shall. Unless this world somehow miraculously changes and people get a grip of their minds and know how to operate properly, I can't see myself doing anything but what I'm doing and have been doing.